Meanwhile, back here at home, a First Nations encampment has been set up in Ontario's mineral-rich Ring of Fire region. Organizers say they are protesting two controversial pieces of legislation that could damage their land and threaten their treaty rights. Jeronimo Kataquapit is one of the organizers. He's a member of Attawapiskat First Nation. We reached him near Pim Island on the Attawapiskat River. He told us why he and his family traveled 400 kilometers by canoe to get to the site of the encampment.
Well, why did we first take this journey? When we Bill 5 and Bill C5, I told my parents that we need to go do something. We need to go out on the land. We need to start reasserting our presence here. That's at the very least, that's what we need to do. So I told them clear their summers. They cleared their summers. I cleared my summer, and we just planned it right away. We started reaching out to as many people that would listen to a 20-year-old talk about a project this big. There weren't that much, but those that did hop on, they really made it come a long way. And like I said, it was hard at first, but it's starting to get a lot of momentum. And the journey has been long. It's been tough. There were many times to jump out of the canoe and drag it under like 2 feet of water, And it was just long, hard. The river isn't suitable for traveling at this time, especially a distance of way over 400 kilometers. The rapids are just too shallow. It was hard, but it was worth it in the end. We are here. We got a very warm welcome yesterday by the community members and the chief of the Attawapiskat First Nation, for sure.
People on the outside will look at this situation and say, these bills, Bill 5, Bill C5, they have just passed. No actual work has started yet. Why go right off the hop like that?
Yeah, for sure. It's to be proactive. We want to start being more proactive rather than reactive to any sort of activity that happens within our own home, within our own territory. And by coming up here now and making our mark now and sending our messages loud and clear to bills, we're trying to be ahead of the curve right now. And by coming out here, more community members join us. And there's going to be some of these projects that we're going to work on. They might take a month. They might take 2 months. So we want to start having these camps. We want to start having our teepee poles all along the river. We want to start having our flags, our family flags all along the river. A large part of this trip is also dedicated to making those connections with just not the Attawapiskat First Nation, but any other First Nations that will be coming up and joining us here as well.
We've heard varying feelings from various First Nations members. Some say that they are willing to work with the government. They're looking to get involved in some of these projects. Others have expressed concern that there's been no consultation. These bills were just passed. Others are just concerned outright about the entire thing. With Attawapiskat, what is the main concern?
I can't speak for everyone in Attawapiskat, but I could definitely speak for myself, from my parents there. The fact that these bills are just coming by so fast and so quickly, and they're passed so quickly, without consulting us first or having any sort of involvement, we've expressed a lot of concern, and we really voiced our concerns here before the bills actually passed, and they were just essentially almost ignored, right? And now anything that happens after these bills is going to be partnership after the fact. At the very base level reason, that's no way to go around to do any sort of business. And not to mention these bills, they strip all environmental protections. They don't have to consult First Nations. They say they will, but that doesn't mean much after they pass these bills. What if we say no collectively? Are they still going to go ahead? Probably, right? And in Attawapiskat, that's our concern. The fact that it's violating our treaty rights, our inherent rights, our natural laws, our way of life. This isn't just about minerals in the ground, but about the very essence of who we are.
That is Jeronimo Kataquapit. He's a member of Attawapiskat First Nation.